be able to explain the process of measurement and identify the three basic parts of a quantity. Whenever you make a measurement, it must include the magnitude, a number that tells us how big something is. A unit, which without a unit, the number means nothing. If we say it has a length of 5, is that 5 miles or 5 millimeters? So the unit that gives us a standard that we can actually understand how big that specific quantity is. And an indication of the uncertainty. Anytime we make a measurement, there's some estimation involved in it. This uncertainty is often not directly stated, but indicated based on how the number is written, and we'll be talking about that later. So for this first one, if we look at this ruler, let's say that it's in centimeters. It doesn't state that here, but again, we would need a unit. For the number, the magnitude, we can see that it's definitely between 25 and 26. And if we count these individual little marks, each mark is 0.1. So if I look at this, it's past the 25.6 mark, but a little bit short of the 25.7 mark. So whenever we're giving the magnitude, when we're reading a number, we always estimate one decimal place beyond what is marked off. This instrument is marked to the tenths place, so we would estimate to the hundredths place, 2 decimal places. So we could record this as 25.69. It might be 0.68. We're not entirely positive of that last number. That last number is always going to be estimated a little bit. If you have a digital device, it does the estimation for you. So don't add another number at the end of what a digital readout tells you. But if you're actually reading it off an instrument with markings, you estimate one place beyond what is marked. All right, on this thermometer, it does tell us up here that this is in Celsius, and our little mercury line goes right up to here. So it's between 80 and 90. If I count these little marks, each mark is worth 1. So this thermometer is marked off to the ones place, so we would record our answer to the tenths place. So this would be 80, 85, 6, 7, 88. Point, estimate the last place, 0.5. When using a graduated cylinder, we need to remember that we measure from the bottom of the meniscus, not the top. So if we look here, so over on the big one is where we can see how big those markings are. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each mark here is worth 1, so we would record this to the tenths place. It is in milliliters. So this is 20, 21, not quite 22, so 21.7 or so milliliters. Again, that last number is estimated, so everyone might record it a little bit differently, but you do need to go one place beyond what is marked when making a measurement. Make sure you look over the handout I gave you of things you need to memorize. For this section, it gives you the standard units of things for the International System of Units. So you do need to know what those basic units of measurement are. There are also derived units. So things like density have units that are derived from a mass and a volume unit. So complex units composed of more than one thing. And then there's also the table of prefixes. So you do need to be able to convert between things like milliliters and megaliters and be able to use those prefixes effectively.